Have you publicly disclosed what it costs to run such a big event? I mean, stadium, AV, security, staffing. It's a lot. Gives me indigestion just thinking about it. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we were projecting, like, we were kind of like, ha, it's probably going to cost $10 million. But it was a little bit more than that. By the time it's all said and done, it's probably going to be, 10 and a half.
Okay. Dude, I mean, that's most people's entire annual revenue. And that's like a big company in our space. That's a huge number. So how the heck, okay, you sold tickets, right? Does that cover the cost? Like, how do you monetize it? So this is the next question I had in the next round, but I'm just going to roll into it. How do you monetize and make sure you're prepared to cover that $10.5 million?
Yeah. So ticket sales did cover it. If I were to say that like looking back over last year, I thought ticket sales would have been higher than they were, but our cost per seat was lower too. So the revenue per seat. So like I thought because of the volume that we would have done, 20 million in ticket sales, but it wasn't, because when you start breaking it out and doing all the math is really important. Like conservative math is really important. Like when we're backing into these things at the beginning, we're going, okay, well, if we sell this many seats at X, and then we have like a conservative number, and when you really start looking at events, there's so many other ways that events benefit you if you do them at the proper magnitude. Like this event here, we spent $800,000 on billboards in Miami. We did not do $1 million in sales from Miami, but everybody in Miami knew about the event. We had Miami Heat players there. We had Miami Dolphins players there. We had local celebrities and influencers there. So like, you have to understand like what is the big purpose. So for us, I mean, obviously we don't ever lose money on anything, and that should never be a target. But when you put an event together of this size, there's so many other ways that the event benefits the company. So those are all factors that we're making. Are we going to get the $1 million in local advertising or local media back in ticket sales? Probably not. But now everybody in Miami knows Grant, knows 10X. And so real estate people that Grant does real estate deals with here, everybody's seeing, they're like, man, you're everywhere here. So it hits on multiple levels. And I think that people just need to understand like what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Like what else other than selling your product or making a buck on a ticket are you looking to do?
You mentioned a lot about Miami. Would you say a large percentage of your attendees came from Miami?
Probably 5,000 to 6,000 of them.
Okay, that's a pretty big percentage. Okay, wow.
A lot of people traveled in, dude.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, that's all you saw on Facebook, right? During the time the event was happening, the most popular question is who's going to 10X, and the second question was I got to 10X, who's here? It was all we got to see. So if I'm taking it right, you're not really necessarily doing an event for the dollar amount. This is so let me talk to you about my kind of conundrum with events and why I avoid them many times at Learn is when you get done with the event, after all that's gone into the event, after all of the time and the energy, opportunity cost, team members, physical relocation to go to the event and just all of that. And then you look at what you pull out in net income, and that includes like what you make from speaker sales and blah, blah, blah. It just never makes sense. I always think, man, if I had just take that time and energy, put into an online program, I'd be making so much more. But you hit on it. It doesn't look like that's why you do the event to begin with.
Well, it's also, so number one, it's the hardest money that we make, without a doubt. Like it's harder doing an event than it is making cold calls. Like it's definitely not easy money, but it serves a multifaceted purpose. Number one, it connects us with our community locally. Number two, it connects us with our community of 10Xers around the world. it gives them, like, people still have, like, our primary business is education online. People still want to see things. They want to have experiences. And so like, is it hard for us? Yes. Does it cost a lot of time, money, energy, effort, opportunity cost of things we could be working on? Yes. But it also serves a very specific purpose within our product mix, you know, and it gives people the experiences that they need to come and meet people and connect. And our business is about more than just education. It's about getting around the right people and learning from the top experts in the world. I mean, like, looking back, like, we don't have people like speak at our events that, like, we haven't vetted out, that we don't believe will have great value and will share great information with the audience. You know, maybe there's one or two, definitely not Anik. Anik is definitely was at the top of the list. But, you know, like, at the end of the day, like, this is about us giving back to our people. You know, they love the 10X Growth Con. They look forward to the 10X Growth Conference. You know, the fact that we don't like doing it, I mean, that sounds kind of like a selfish reason not to do it, when it's something that everybody in the community looks forward to so much.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singhal.